Hi everyone, thanks for joining my book club today. My name is Emma and today we'll be talking about my favorite Half Nightstand by Christina Lauren.
It's a book club with Em.
So, this book is another romantic book, which as you all know, I am a sucker for romantic books. And we start off with the introduction of our female character, Millie. And basically her true interest in life is female serial killers, because she says we always hear about male serial killers, but she finds the female ones fascinating. So that's cool. Women can be serial killers too, guys. Hashtag feminism. And then the other main character is Reed. Reed is one of Millie's best friends. They're in a little friend group family. It's really cute. There's Millie, Reed, Alex, Ed, and Chris. So I'll talk a little bit more about them, but mostly what you need to know is that they're all professors, so they get along really well, and they're all just kind of silly, and Millie is one of the boys, but Reed is, she says, her best friend. What we know about Reed is he's beautiful, he has a beautiful smile, and we don't get to see kind of them meeting and growing their relationship, so we get a lot of explanation about why they're such good friends, which I think is cute because you just kind of get it all in there at once. So it's like, oh, Reed was with me when I had my emergency root canal, and Reed always roots for the underdog. Him and Millie do face masks together, he eats all the melon in her fruit salad, just like a cute little relationship where they really get along. They don't have to always talk, they're comfortable in silence with each other. So this is kind of the foundation of their relationship that we see as the book starts.
They're so cute. Their little friendship is so nice.
The main catalyst of the plot here is that there's going to be a big event at the end of the year, and Obama's going to be there, and all the guys need dates, and Millie needs a date, so they all need to find dates. So they decide to do a dating site, which launches us into the main part of the book. Basically what happens is that all the guys are really bad at writing bios for themselves. They're like, I'm cute and like beer, woo, and you're like, cool. So Millie's like, I'll just write it for you. She writes her own and it's kind of lame. It's like, I like mystery, and the guys are like, you wrote really nice ones for us, why did you write kind of a shitty one for you? And she's like, whatever. So she writes another one, but this one she just makes a completely new account, and she kind of does a vague picture of half of her face or something, and she calls it Catherine because that's her middle name. She just kind of wants to start new. But what ends up happening is she matches with Reed, and Reed doesn't realize it is her, even though they're supposedly best friends. She even tries to use inside jokes to be like, LOL, it's just me, isn't that funny that we matched? But he doesn't get it, so he doesn't know it's her, and he's like, yeah, I matched with this girl, and also I matched with this other girl, Daisy, who's really pretty and a surfer girl or blonde or whatever. And all the guys are like, well, what about the other girl? And they're like, I don't know, she must be ugly because we can't see her picture, and if she was cute she would have posted her picture. And that really makes Millie mad. She's like, I'm gonna show you what kind of people don't post their picture. So she keeps talking to Reed, and she kind of tries to hint again that it's her, but he still doesn't pick up on it. So ultimately she just keeps talking to him as Cat, even though of course we all know that this is not going to end well, including Millie. I wanted to call her Cat, including Millie. We all know this is gonna be bad. Okay, somewhere in there, Millie and Reed hook up. Millie is really stressed, and we find out that she's stressed because her dad is sick, but Millie's mom died when she was 12, so she's always been very closed off about her emotions. She never really figured out how to deal with deep things in her life, so she's never gotten really deep with friends, and she just cannot be vulnerable. So even when she and Reed start sleeping together kind of as friends, he just gets really frustrated with her because he wants more from her emotionally, and that intimate level of connection from really getting to know somebody. And he just like feels like he can't get that from her, and she feels like she can't give it to him because she's just like kind of emotionally stunted from when her mom died. So it's interesting because we kind of get this alter ego Kat that is able to share these deep emotions and like what happened to her as a kid and all of these things that Millie herself is not able to share with Reed. Kat shares those things with Reed. So she is opening up to him, but he doesn't know that. He thinks he's connecting with Kat, and he thinks that Millie is still kind of being very like walled off against him, which she is because she can only open up to him as Kat. That's kind of her level of protectiveness still being in play there. Again, we have this trope of like they're best friends, so there's this whole, oh, you know, if we make it more than just sleeping together, then it could ruin our friendship. And he, again, like I said, doesn't know if he can kind of get what he needs from Kat, and Kat doesn't know if she can give it to him. So there is that real tension there that's like, maybe they truly could not have a good relationship, even though they seem to be like really good for each other. Okay, this one part is not super important, but I really like it because one of their friends, Ed, is just like this absolute sweet cutie, and he kind of accidentally finds out that Kat is Millie, and he like is like freaking out about it because he's like, I can't keep a secret from Reed, and also like you should probably just tell him. And he just like has been this whole time like really honest into this like trying to find someone to love, and I think Ed is my favorite character. But anyway, so Ed has found out, Alex has found out, but Reed still has not found out.
He's so stupid, but he finally fucking figured it out, and I'm really nervous.
It just like clicks. Like the information that he knows about Millie, about her having like this scar and her dad being sick, finally like meshes with the information he has about Kat and her dad being sick and her having a little scar that he's noticed, and he's like, shit. Like, but he doesn't say anything right away because he's trying to figure out what the fuck happened. And he kind of tries to give Millie an opportunity to come clean, and he's like, hello, like, I've been talking to this girl, she seems kind of like you. And but she doesn't come clean. Like, she's just kind of like, you know, doing the cowardly thing. So finally she admits it, and Reed doesn't know how to handle it. He doesn't know if he can move on, if he can accept the fact that she kind of lied to him and made him feel like a fool. And of course, I mean, that makes so much sense. Like, that's a huge thing to get over. So he says, like, give me some space, and she's like, I totally get that. So they kind of don't see each other for about a month.
Separate for a month, and she just sent him a message and was like, I already found the love of my life, so I don't need this app anymore, but I updated it just for you to get to know me, and we can start from the beginning.
In that time, Millie is sending him messages every night, like telling him these like details about her life that he's always wanted to know, and she starts going to therapy, which is like very important. I really like that part because it's like, even though she's in love and she wants to be better for Reed, she also wants to be better for herself. And also, like, love can't just fix your problems. Like, it can help you feel good about it, but ultimately, like, therapy is still important. They get together and they are happy, and we get a nice epilogue where they're staying with her dad for the summer, and because he's sick, and it's just like this really sweet time where they get to spend time together and they get to spend time with their friends.
They're all at the house together so that she can be with her dad, but they're all playing Monopoly together. It's so fucking sweet and cute.
And they just get to be happily ever after. So what more could you want? Thanks for joining me today in my book club. I look forward to seeing you next time for our next book. Until then, I hope you have a great day, and I hope that you read some great books. Bye, guys.
It's a book club with Em.
So that was the book, My Favorite Half Night Stand. Did I ever mention why it's called that?
Nope.
They sleep together and he leaves in the middle of the night. I don't know. It's like, whatever.